How's it going, Move Student Ministries? This is Pastor Justin here to do a Tuesday devotional with you guys. And today we're going to kind of continue what we talked about last week when we talked about devotionals, but there's a really cool story that I want to share with you guys. So I'm going through this devotional book, and in one of the devotions, it tells a story, and it's all about the idea that when we compare ourselves to other people, when we try to be happy with ourselves based on what other people think of us, we can miss out on so much of the life that God has for us. And so this is a story from a book called The Song of the Bird by Tony DeMello. So just listen to this great little story. A man found an eagle's egg and put it in the nest of a barnyard hen. The eagle hatched with a brood of chicks and grew up with them. All his life, the eagle did what the barnyard chicks did, thinking he was a barnyard chick the whole time. He scratched the earth for worms and insects. He clucked and cackled, and he would thrash his wings and fly a few feet in the air just like the other chickens did. Years passed, and the eagle grew very old. One day he saw a magnificent bird above him in the cloudless sky. It glided in graceful majesty among the powerful wind currents, which, with scarcely a beat of its strong golden wings, it just soared around beautifully. The eagle looked up in awe. "Who's that?" he asked. "That's the eagle, the king of the birds," said his neighbor. "He belongs to the sky. We belong to the earth. We are chickens." So the eagle lived and died a chicken, for that's what he thought he was. And just reading through that story of an eagle surrounded by chickens who believes that it too is a chicken makes me think to myself, you are living in the best time of your life to pause and ask yourself if you're making the same mistake that eagle was. Have you got so caught up in comparing yourself to other people that you aren't even scratching the surface of who God created you to be? That you weren't even touching it because you've wasted so much of your life. You've wasted so much time looking around and saying, this is what other people are, so I must be the same thing. Maybe you're looking at your parents thinking, this is what my parents are, I must be the same thing. Maybe you're looking at your friends. But I want you to pause and ask yourself this question. In what area of your life might you be living as a chicken when God has made you to be an eagle? How have you been maybe missing it in some parts of your life? And then I want you to ask yourself that question, but don't leave it there, because this is about God and who God has created you to be. And so what you need to do is you need to pause your life and talk to God about this. Ask him, God, am I missing something? Who have you made me to be? What do you want from my life? How am I different from the people around me? Give him a chance to have some input with you. I'm going to pray for you guys, and then we're going to be done for today. Would you just bow your heads with me, close your eyes. Don't just listen, but pray with me in your heart. Father, would we have the ability to step back and see ourselves for who you made us to be? Don't let us be limited by our circumstances. Don't let us be limited by the people that surround us, Father. Would we instead become the majestic people that you've made us to be, Father, the whole humans that you created us to be? Don't let us limit ourselves by what we think we are. Let us experience the fullness of who you made us to be. Would you show it to us? Would it come from you and no one else, Father? Would you supersede? Would you take over? Would you push any other influence out of the way so that we can be influenced by you and who you see and what we are when you look at us, Father? In your name. Amen. Hope you guys are doing well. I will see you tomorrow.